Hello, this is DracoFlame67 with the start of a new Skyrim race lock. So in each of these series, just as a refresher, the goal is to complete one major quest line on expert difficulty, and the only perks we can take are in the skills that our race has starting bonuses in. And in order to not overshadow the racial power, we can take a maximum of 6 souls and a maximum of 3 shouts. Also, we're playing on expert difficulty. The quest line we're going to be focusing on in this playthrough is the Companions, and we'll be playing as an orc. Let's name our character. So, this one, they're an orc, and I kinda tried to make him look a bit like the GigaShrek meme. I'm gonna call this one GigaShrek. Yeah. So, here I am in Helgen Keep. And before we proceed through the rest of Helgen Keep, if Rayloff would shut up, we want to take a look at what the orc's starting skills are and what he has available as their racial power, so on. So the orc has, for skills that start above 15, we have enchanting, smithing, heavy armor, block, two-handed, and one-handed. So most of the warrior skills, except instead of archery, we have enchanting. The orc has the distinction of being the only race in the game that has more than one crafting skill available. So you have smithing and enchanting. That does mean very late into the playthrough, once we have enchanting and smithing very high, we can make some very powerful weapons and armor. And on the one hand, that does make things kind of busted, and I'm thinking of doing a specific thing in this playthrough that I'm not going to do in any of the others. That would entail having like really high armor and such. Though that does mean that we still have a chance of doing some decent range damage, even though we don't have archery or destruction. What we can do is craft a bow, smith it up, enchant it with some extra damage effects, and we can still do some decent damage at range that way. That's not gonna be for a while though, as we're gonna be focusing predominantly on two-handed, because not many races have access to it. One-handed is a bit more common. I figure, actually, I'm pretty sure it's only orcs and Nords that get two-handed. So I'm going to be focusing on two-handed in this build, as well as heavy armor, and those two skills are the reason why I picked Rayloff, because it's easier to get It's easier to get a two-handed weapon and some heavy armor if you do it like this. Though I'm not going to be showing all of Helgen Keep, just the small parts that are really important. Also, of course, everyone starts with flames and healing. We get the Berserker Rage power, which you double damage and do half damage for 60 seconds, which is probably the best racial power in the game. The only ones that come close are the Argonians, health regen, and the High Elves Magicka regen. Like, you're essentially, you can, like, basically just go in and into someone's face and just do a bunch of damage without worrying about dying. If you're playing on Legendary, it essentially turns the difficulty down to Adept.
That armor on Gunyar isn't doing him any good. Go ahead, take it.
Alright. Alright, I will, I'll meet you at the next part of Helgen Keep that, is important. Okay, so we're in this room of Helgen Keep. It seems a little innocuous. There's no enemies. There's just a couple skeletons to loot. If you examine them, there are bone meals here, and I want these bone meals for something I plan on doing later on. So important that I show grabbing these 2 bone meals.
This way.
All right, onward. This guy here, this Stormcloak soldier, has got an iron warhammer. It is a 2-handed weapon, and we can get it.
I'm on your side.
We all you have to do is take him out and grab the iron warhammer off his corpse.
Let's see where this goes.
The bear, one last thing to note in Helgen Keep before we leave. There's a bit of blackbriar meat we can take here.
There's a bear just ahead.
Which we may or may not need depending on how fast I level up.
Let's try to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow. And watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back. Sneaking is overrated, eh?
Jeez. Rayloff, you just ran right into my bow. Ran right into the arrow. And then the bear had to just run right up to me. I've never had that happen before. Anyway. Oh. We're out of Helgen. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to keep in. Always hard to determine just how far into these first parts. I generally try to keep these videos about half an hour long. And I do have to do a lot of cutting. I will go a little bit farther. Maybe until we reach Whiterun. Because we are not going into Bleak Falls Barrow immediately. Because we have no archery, no destruction, right? It's generally a bad idea to spawn dragons in. Very early. Well, probably do. Because, I mean, the companions do have, side quests that require dragons to spawn in, I think I'm gonna do those in the post game. Right, once our smithing and our enchanting are really high, and we can make a bow with, right, that's like decently smithed up and with decent enchantments. Like, that's when we're gonna start fighting dragons. So I've gone to that that shrine that has that in Thalmor. Which has some stuff we can disenchant. Next up, we want Guardian Stones. Considering that everything except enchanting is warrior, we're going to pick the warrior stone. Help us level a bit faster. And we are going to need to do a lot of smithing, which generally involves getting a lot of ores to smelt into ingots. We're going to need to grab a pickaxe. And there's one inside Embershard Mine.
Now ain't this a surprise?
We can get our bit of two-handed skill by taking these enemies out as well. Yeah, actually, there is one potion. We're not taking out the meat perks, but there is one potion I still want to craft. Flamini that is one of the ingredients in it.
That all you can.
Also for loot, I'm only taking the armor because, I mean, we're wearing heavy armor, which, right, uses up a lot of carry weight. And here's our pickaxe. We might as well... You slash the vein, it's faster than using the thin, than activating it. Alright, back. Proceeding through the rest. Embershard. Also, two-handed, I think that the two-handed skill actually increases faster than one-handed. Because, like, you're not swinging it as often, which means each blow gives you more. Also, we've already got an upgrade to a steel warhammer. Let's take that. We don't need the iron warhammer anymore. We can move up to steel.
What's that? It's not the...
Grab these flaminitas right here.
picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Where are you? I think I saw you a greatsword. Greatswords swing faster, but at this point I think I'll keep the steel warhammer because it does like quite a bit more damage. If there was a steel greatsword, I would take it.
Damn you!
You know, I thought about ending this part in ending this part in Whiterun, but considering I went through Embershard Mine, and I'm gonna need to be doing a bit of shopping when I'm in Riverwood, and even there's one other thing I was thinking of. The smithing tutorial with Alvor.
Did I see
We
him
got
talking to
to.
Sven? Maybe not. Maybe. Never mind. But Riverwood's agreeable enough. He's a bard. Thinks an intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I've been thinking, could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
But is it safe for you to be here? We
Gerdur.
heard that people have been captured.
Gerdur, I'm fine. At least now I
Are you hurt? What's happened? And who is this? One of your comrades?
am. Not a comrade yet.
Why can I not pick up this woodcutter's
I owe him
axe?
my life. Is there somewhere we can
Because
talk?
this woodcutter's axe
From Helgen.
would be very useful in getting just a bit more money.
Helgen? Has something happened?
Because we could chop wood while this cutscene is
Todd,
playing.
come here a minute. I need your help with something. Todd, just come here.
Raylo, what are you doing here? I'll be right down.
Oh well. Here's what I'll do. While they're talking,
I'm spoken for now, so don't get any ideas.
Ain't every day. Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. All right then. That's a decent weapon you've made there.
this will give us a
You're
bit
looking
of
for
experience.
Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the stone over there. I could afford. This looks good. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. You the sneaky Ah, good. A lot of what... Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Yeah, need some? I Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench. Yes? Hmm? You have talent. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? Blades,
And then we
helmets,
might as well
pretty much
sell
anything to
some,
suit your needs.
sell some of our now that I've done this, how much?
Now, Rayloff, what's going on?
Oh, they just stop it.
Well done in.
They wait until us to come back.
I remember when I last slept. Where to start?
Anyway, more fly
Well,
amanitas.
the news you heard about Alvor is true. The Imperials ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew exactly where we'd be. That was 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards.
They wouldn't dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerdur, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Rayloff's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
Let's see here. TV's going for means is self-decent. Necklace of Minor Smithing. Weapons armor can improve 12% better. Wow, Gerdur, I don't think you've ever had something this valuable. All the times she's given stuff to me and all in so many playthroughs, I have never seen something this useful. We will take it. And I'll eat potions of minor healing.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
I ought to get back to work before I missed, but
So,
anyone else?
yeah, we'll head to Whiterun in the next part. There's only a couple things I want to do left in the Riverwood Trader.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no.
Maybe
No
you could talk some
adventures,
sense.
no
Another
theatrics,
poem, I
no
bet.
thief chasing.
What's this? You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. I'd better get going.
Well, I don't know what you over. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I think we have some more things we can sell. Garnet. Ruby. Keep the Blackbriar Mead. And I think... Is there... I don't think we need to buy any spells.
Yeah, an ornament. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow,
So this is your
northeast of
plan?
No, we're not going to Bleak Falls. I just want this quest so that I can come back here whenever. And I'll just,
Riverwood's agreeable enough. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
Okay, well now... Okay. So the woodcutter's axe just disappeared. I'll need to find a different one. So... we went over the orcs' starting skills and racial bonus. We went into Embershard, got a pickaxe, started swinging this warhammer, got a smithing tutorial, and we are gonna head over to Whiterun next time. This has been Drake of Flame 67 with the Skyrim race lock, the Orc Companion.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
So, as before I was rudely interrupted by Camilla, maybe I shouldn't have started the Golden Claw. This has been Drake of Flame 67 with the Skyrim race lock, the Orc Companion. See you next time.